Marriage. Is it possible to marry an anime character with a marriage certificate and everything? Depends on your waifu. If you have a lame ass waifu like Sakura, then no. So weird. I'm going to be reacting to the post in r/AttorneyTom. What's going on, YouTube? Tom here. Thank you so much for joining my channel. As always, the goal of this channel is to make content worthy of your time. And today, I think we have a doozy. Usually on our channel, we cover law, finance, and freedom. And I'm not really sure what to expect today. I think these posts are going to cover all three of these areas. Let's jump right into it. Law degree. Has anybody ever been able to pass the bar exam without having a law degree? The answer to that question is yes. I think California for sure, and I think maybe Massachusetts, you can sit for the bar exam without a law degree. You just have to apply. You have to go through an apprenticeship program where you have to study under a lawyer for so many hours, and I think they might even have like a pre-bar exam where they test you to where you can even sit for the bar. But yes, it is technically possible, and it's been done before. A famous example of this is Kim Kardashian. While she hasn't obtained her law license yet, a few years ago she came out and said that she wanted to pursue getting a law license under this avenue. Short answer is yes. Long answer is in my video. You guys know you can make money on YouTube? I literally just got my first AdSense paycheck like last month. Holy crap. What? I mean, I don't know. I make money as a lawyer. I have a job. All the money I make from YouTube for the foreseeable future, I'm going to dump into this channel to do cool stuff. So, hang tight. Question about It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Charlie Kelly, who's an adult who can't read, the Jewish lawyer, has been aware of that. During the show, Charlie starts a business to sell kittens, and the lawyer tricks Charlie into signing a contract that gives his business over to himself, the lawyer. Could Charlie sue over taking advantage of his illiteracy? Oh no, what? I didn't know. I did not mean to hide you. It was an accident. So the short answer is definitely. As a lawyer, you have a fiduciary duty to your clients. And this lawyer knew Charlie was illiterate and took advantage of that. Additionally, this is definitely fraud. So even though Charlie knowingly signed it, he didn't know what he was signing, and his lawyer, his counselor, told him that it was okay to sign. Absolutely, Charlie could sue. Can the police trick you? Yes, they can. The famous example my criminal procedure professor used to use is this. And actually, it might be a case, but I'm not sure if it's a case. Let's say we're in 1975 and photo scanners are just invented. Actually, I don't even know if photo scanners were invented in 1975. 1985. Photocopiers are just invented. The police bring in a murder suspect, and they tell the murder suspect who's never seen a photocopying machine before that this is a lie detector. They place his palm on the little, the scanner, right, that makes the photocopy. They say, "What's your name?" He says, "Tom." It scans, a piece of paper comes out, it says true. They say the next question, "What's your favorite color?" He says, "Red." It scans, it comes out as true. Then the next event, they go, "Did you commit the murder?" He goes, "No, I didn't." It scans, it comes out as false. The police take the false paper, which was already pre-printed, and they said, "You're lying. Our lie detector said you're lying. We're arresting you. Tough luck." And the guy breaks down. He goes, "Dang it. I would have never gotten caught if it wasn't for this new piece of technology that I didn't know about." And he admits to it. Is that confession admissible? Yes! I got sidetracked to the question. So I was watching this YouTube video of an RP game, and the police informed the player that he was getting a ticket. And when the officer leant over to sign, he attempted to cut off the player because he was being arrested instead of being given a ticket. How legal is that, and would it hold up in real life? I mean, obviously, I would like more information, but that certainly could be legal. You're not just pigeonholed to what you were pulled over for the scope of the investigation. Meaning I could get pulled over for speeding, but if the officer runs my plates and find out I have a warrant, they can arrest me. Or if they pull me over for speeding and they notice some other crime taking place, they can still arrest me. So, presuming there was valid probable cause or warrant to arrest him, yeah, I mean, that potentially could be legal. Ooh, we got a video!
Okay, Tom, I have a question. We're getting our stimulus checks right now, and I was a dependent last year, and I'm independent this year. So I filed my 2020 taxes independent and just received a stimulus check in my bank account. But my parents had not filed their taxes yet, and they got the first round of stimulus checks, and I was a dependent on their taxes. So they got my $1,400 and sent it to me. So I've got effectively 2 stimulus checks from the third stimulus. So will I get in trouble for keeping that? Do I need to send it back?
First off, I'm going to hit you with the, I'm not your lawyer, this is not legal advice, but yeah, I don't know about proactively sending it back, but be aware that the IRS is conducting screenings to find people who got double payments, and that might be requested, or that $1,400 might be requested back on a tax return, or they might send a letter or something. I don't know how exactly that's going to play out, but yeah, certainly you're not really supposed to get both stimulus checks, and the fact that you did, and there was a mistake that was made, you're going to have to return that in some way or another. So I don't know whether that's going to be by physically paying the IRS $1,400 now, or having an additional $1,400 liability on your next tax bill. But yeah, so I would just keep that in mind and don't spend the extra $1,400. Is it illegal to drink beer from a beer can while driving? So this is one of those ones where maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know. It might depend on the state. But even if it isn't, come on. The police are going to see you. They're going to see a beer can. They're going to pull you over. They're going to give you trouble. And then you're going to have to convince them that it's water, right? And obviously they could take a drink of it and sip it, or you can pour it out and you can see it. But even, it's never that easy. I mean, why would you go through the trouble of doing that? I mean, what kind of point are you trying to make? So there you go. That's my thought on it. How high/deep does your property reach? This is a great question. This is a great question. And actually, this is on my notes. I'm going to make a full video about this because I think it's very, very interesting. And the answer is, it depends. For instance, in Texas, the surface estate is different from the mineral estate, right? So if you own farmland in Texas, you could own the surface estate, but the mineral estate, everything under the ground, well, actually, it's more complicated than that. I mean, there's certain minerals or whatever. But for the most part, most of the under the ground is part of the mineral estate. But hypothetically, what if there's a tunnel underneath your house, right? Or what if drones are flying above your house? Can they fly 500 feet above your house? 1,000 feet above your house? 2,000 feet above your house? This is a great question. And there's lots of different scenarios. And I think it warrants a video of its own. But the short answer is, it depends, and probably a reasonable amount. That's the most lawyer answer ever. Can I sign a contract with my blood and have it still be legally binding? Now, are you talking about using your blood as are you talking about using your blood as ink and then writing your name, or just, getting a splash of blood and putting like a fingerprint on there? I actually don't know. The whole point of a signature is not actually the signature itself, it's the intent to make the signature. For instance, I could have my normal signature, but if for whatever reason I'm having a weird day and I just want to put an X for my signature, well, I intended to make that X. So that could technically count as my signature. At least, again, in Texas, every state's going to be different. It depends. It just depends. I think there are some situations where you can make a good faith argument where if you had blood and it was clear as day, everybody knew that the blood was the intent to make the contract, maybe it could be legally binding. But public policy would probably discourage that because you don't want people signing contracts with their blood all the time. That's kind of gross. Marriage. Is it possible to marry an anime character with a marriage certificate and everything? Depends on your wife. If you have a lame ass waifu like Sakura, then no. So weird. Hey everybody, Editing Tom here. There's actually a whole 10 other minutes to this video, but I'm not going to release it yet. Who has time to watch a 20-minute video? 10 minutes is more than enough. So thank you so much for watching. I'm going to do more of these. Obviously, I already have one already made. If you're interested, post something on r/AttorneyTom. We're going to keep doing this. Hit that subscribe button if you're interested in joining this community. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you later.